Mr. Georgios Kirtsos, member of the European Parliament, Christos Parmakkis, young politician, public figure, active citizen, and Kornelia Kitazou, the head of public relations of EYP Cyprus. The floor is yours.
Christos, I come from Greece.
More productive collaboration with the youth, and given this context and this environment, how then we can move towards a more substantial and meaningful participation of the youth. And I think Mr. Parmakkis will be answering that question.
Okay, you hear me? Thank you, Kornelia. Just Christos, please, to everyone. No, Mr. Parmakkis. I want to start with saying a big congratulations to Oxygono for organizing that event. It is very important in our difficult times to keep our democracy, and to keep our democracy we should participate in it. So congratulations to you that you stayed. I made some notes here, but I believe in live conversations, so let's throw them away. And okay. The European Union, I will make some points. The European Union have to encourage, especially young people, to participate in the decision-making process. But first of all, the European Union should become the body that are showing the example to every other, and that are protecting the rights and the values for which it was established then. So, now, in the European Union, we are facing a lot of problems. There is a big institutional problem in the European Union. We don't trust the European institutions, and we don't believe that they can protect our rights and these values. For example, a European citizen in Nicosia, equal European citizen with Brussels, but they are not living equally, and their rights are not protected equally. For example, in the education area. In Cyprus, the education is very, very bad, especially public education, and I believe there is no quality education in the public sector in Cyprus. So how can this European citizen and young citizen have the equal rights and the equal opportunities with a European citizen in Germany, in Belgium, in France? And then we can proceed to the member states, which in a lot of member states there are no enough democracy, and democracy is the key value for which European Union was established, and all of that made the people not to trust the EU. That's not the issue only of the EU. That's the issue of each member state. And today I want to discuss with you how we can fix all of that, what is especially the problems. And Kornelia, can you remind the question, because I want to make sure that I answer it well?
Yes, so what the role of the European Union is in fostering a collaboration with the youth, and ensuring that this participation of the youth is actually meaningful and not just a performative act. Okay, I believe I tell a lot of things about that. Maybe the European Union should give more opportunities to the youth and protect them. For example, the European Parliament, I don't know if by the law they can, but they should pressure the national governments to make sure that young people can vote from 16 and can be elected from 18. In Cyprus, for example, 17 years old, I'm 17 almost, I'm 16 now, in 1 month I will become 17. In Cyprus, 17 years old people can go to the army and must go to the army and hold weapons, but can't run for the elections. Is that fair? No, it isn't. It ain't. And a lot of other stuff. And I'm now again going to schools. In Cyprus, schools are not promoting democracy. The European Union should take responsibility about education. Now is responsibility of each member state. So I believe that we, in our discussion, we will bring all of that to the top. Thank you. Mr. Christos. Yes.
Well, I agree with you. Of course, there is a generation gap, because you have less than half the age of my children. Is more Europe.
I just want to make it clear, thank you for that opportunity, because I want to say that I strongly believe in the European Union. I'm pro-European, I don't know, politician. Yes, I love European Union and the idea, and of course there was a lot of progress, a large progress that been made since the World War II, and we are facing now a lot of challenges, and on the ongoing invasion in Ukraine that you mentioned is one of the biggest challenges, and the European Union answer on that challenge, and we are trying to answer it. But for example, for the education in Greece, I may agree that our education is a bit like higher on higher level than the Greek, but in Greece at least students without air conditioners in classes and on the 40 degrees can wear shorts. In Cyprus, no, and that's a very big issue, and it can be fixed very fast, but the Cyprus Ministry of Education are not doing that. Already 3 years, and we are trying with fellow students and with other people to fix that problem, which is very easy problem, but there is no responding from the stakeholders that should do that, I repeat.
Thank you so much. I think that
Something. It is very important for youth to actually participate in the decision-making process and not only iconically, made some statements. So for that, first of all, as I said before, the voting age should be lower, and the age for people to be elected in the institutions should be also lower than it is now. And this counts for all MPs, MEPs, presidential elections and all of that. Then I believe that there should be a strong youth policy by each national government and by the European governments. For example, there should be goals, youth goals, which I believe the European Union has, and the politicians and the civil society should watch the government if they are doing that youth goals and what is the progress in them. We should improve the democracy in our schools, in the education area, and the participation of the students about the topical decisions about their future, about their now. We should understand that the country and the union is ours, and we will live in this union, in this country, and we should build the union in which we all will want to live. And now, not in the future, not in 20 years or now, just now. We are the citizens of today, not tomorrow. And lastly, there should be more involvement of youth in the decision-making process in the highest levels. I made a proposal to the President of Cyprus based on his political program also to involve more youth in the decision-making process, and I see that the presidency has this energy and they cares about involving youth in the decision-making process, and I'm very happy with that. And I believe that we all, the European Union, Cyprus and other member states, can do a lot to empower young people to participate.
Your participation is the only way to improve it.
So I believe that I want to believe that these European elections will bring some changes, or a lot of changes, to our daily life, a lot of changes for good, not for bad. I want to believe that the youth will participate in that elections, that we will have a huge youth participation, and the voting age will be lower. And I want to leave the conversation with a message that we should all take the responsibility to build a better future for us, for our union, for our country, and we can do that. There is nothing we can't do together. So thank you, dear George, for coming here from Greece to participate in that discussion. Thank you, Kornelia, for hosting. Thank you all for coming.